Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at some pretty specific hardware. It's the WolfPack Locking 4K UHD HDMI High-Speed Cable with Ethernet. Sounds like a mouthful, right?
Oh.
But our goal here is to figure out why a seemingly simple cable gets this heavy-duty treatment. Why is it considered essential for what people call rugged applications?
Yeah, it really comes down to preventing failure in places where it really matters. Think about live TV studios or maybe complex control rooms, big video walls you see in public spaces. The biggest headache often isn't the fancy gear failing. It's something simple, like someone tripping on a cable or vibration loosening a connection, an accidental disconnect. That can be disastrous.
Right, costly.
Exactly. So this WolfPack cable is designed pretty much specifically to stop that from happening.
Okay, so let's get into that, the locking connector. How's that different from, the standard HDMI plug you just push in?
Well, standard ones just use friction, basically. They can wiggle loose surprisingly easily. This one has a physical locking mechanism. You actually have to press something to release it. It won't just pull out.
Ah, okay. So it clicks in, stays put. That makes sense for stability.
It's a huge factor.
Yeah.
And that stability isn't just physical. This cable also has what they call a triple shielded design.
Triple shielded. Sounds tough. What's that protecting against?
It's all about blocking interference, specifically EMI and RFI.
Okay, wait. EMRFI. Break that down for us.
Sure. EMI is electromagnetic interference. RFI is radio frequency interference. Basically, it's electrical noise. Think power cables, fluorescent lights, wireless signals, all that stuff creates invisible static. Run a poorly shielded cable near that, your signal quality can drop or you get glitches. Triple shielding acts like armor, keeping that noise out so the signal stays clean.
Got it. Noise armor. And I see that it mentions gold-plated contacts, too. Is that just for looks, or?
No, it's functional. Gold is really resistant to corrosion and oxidation. Over time, especially in different environments, cheaper metal contacts can degrade. Gold keeps that electrical connection perfect for much longer.
So it's built tough, physically secure, and shielded from noise.
Okay, what about the actual signal it carries? It says 4K high speed. What does that mean in practice?
Right, performance. It's rated as high speed, which means it delivers 10.2 gigabits per second of data. That's enough bandwidth to support 4K Ultra HD resolution, so 3840 by 2160 pixels, and it carries the full digital video and multi-channel audio over that one cable.
Okay, 4K support. Any catches?
Well, one important detail is the refresh rate. It supports that 4K resolution at 30 hertz.
30 hertz, right. So what does that mean for the user?
It's perfectly fine for things like digital signs, presentations in conference rooms, or, static displays. But if you were thinking about, say, high-action gaming or watching fast sports where you want super smooth motion, you'd typically look for 60 hertz or higher. So it's just something to be aware of.
That's a key limitation, or rather specification to know. Good context. What about the with Ethernet part? How does that work? Yeah, the HDMI Ethernet channel. If you have devices that support it, maybe a smart TV or some network displays, this cable can carry network data right alongside the audio and video. So potentially fewer cables needed for an installation, which is always nice. And importantly, it's still fully backward compatible. It'll work fine with your older 1080p or 720p gear too.
Makes sense. Streamlines things a bit.
Yeah.
So wrapping up the core idea here. If you're setting up something critical, a studio, classroom tech, maybe a big video wall, this cable gives you that secure, reliable, high-speed connection. You're basically buying insurance against dropouts.
Precisely. But there's one final really crucial point we need to mention, something highlighted in the product details.
Oh, that.
The distance.
Yeah.
To guarantee that 10.2 Gbps speed and the 4K signal integrity, the maximum length for this locking cable is specified as 15 feet. That's about 5 meters.
15 feet. Okay, that's a very long in some installations.
Exactly. And that leaves you, the person designing the system, with a really interesting trade-off, doesn't it? You get the absolute security of a locking connector and the high-speed performance, but you might be limited in how far you can run that particular cable. So you have to weigh it up. Is the ultimate security worth potentially rethinking your equipment layout to stay within that 15-foot limit? That's often the kind of decision you face with specialized gear.
A very practical constraint to end on. Definitely something to factor into any complex AV plan. Thanks for breaking that down. And thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Hopefully you feel better equipped for your next install.